Hi, in this video, I'm sharing my brief stargazing guide for January in the Northern Hemisphere, which you might find useful if you are interested in watching objects in the night sky. I have made this guide to be suitable for watching the night sky in the urban, partly because I have not much time to go to places with dark skies. You will see better if you can view from a spot with minimal lights. Although it is not possible to see much, if you are watching from a light-polluted urban sky, it is still a good way to locate objects that you may want to study more when you get a chance to visit places with dark skies. In this video, I'll talk about how to find a selection of objects in the southern and southeastern night sky. The objects we are going to find are the Winter Triangle, the constellations Orion, Auriga, and Gemini, 5 out of 10 brightest stars, Sirius, Capella, Rigel, Procyon, Betelgeuse, also sometimes pronounced Betelgeuse, and 2 more stars belonging to the list of 20 brightest stars, Aldebaran and Pollux. We will also find the Pleiades, the 7 sisters, and the Orion's belt. The illustrations used here have been generated using Stellarium Web, accessible through this address. They show the position of the stars in mid-January around 9 to 10 p.m. from roughly 50 degrees north of equator. If we want to know what is in the northern sky, please watch my December video. The objects in the northern sky are the same as those of December, but they are rotated slightly counterclockwise around Polaris. To find the objects, I will begin by selecting one star and then draw arbitrary lines relative to the selected star to find the other objects. Looking towards southeastern sky, among the brightest stars you see, there is one that is lower compared to the rest. It is a very bright whitish star and actually is the brightest star in the night sky. It is called Sirius. It is in the constellation Canis Major, one of the hunter's dogs. From Sirius, let us trace the rest of the bright stars in that part of the sky. First, look for a bright star in the upper leftward direction, which you can connect with a line like this. That star is Procyon. It is in the constellation Canis Minor, the other dog following the hunter Orion. Again from Sirius, look for another star in the upper rightward direction, which you can connect with a line like this. The star we have just touched is Rigel. It is in the constellation Orion, the hunter. Now, roughly between the 2 lines we have just drawn, there is a bright reddish star that we can connect with a line from Sirius like this. The star we have just hit is Betelgeuse or Betelgeuse. It is a red giant in the constellation Orion. Now, connecting Procyon and Betelgeuse with a line like this, we get a triangle shape. This triangle is the Winter Triangle. I have removed the line between Sirius and Rigel so that we can see the Winter Triangle better. Now let me bring back the Sirius to Rigel line and proceed to find other stars. From Betelgeuse, we can extend the line upwards until it hits another bright star almost overhead. This star is Capella. It is in the constellation Auriga. From Rigel, run another line upwards, kind of parallel to the one we have just drawn, until it hits another bright reddish star like this. This star is Aldebaran. It is a red giant in the constellation Taurus. From Procyon, let us draw another line upwards like this, until we touch another bright star like this. This star is Pollux. It is in the constellation Gemini. Now let us connect the ends from Pollux to Capella through some middle stars like this, and from Aldebaran to Capella like this. The names of the stars along the line we have drawn to connect Pollux and Capella are Castor and Menkalinnan. If we watched my December video, you might remember that we said Aldebaran is also called the follower because it raises after Pleiades, the seven sisters. So Pleiades is in front or to the right of Aldebaran. If you look to the right and slightly upward direction from Aldebaran, you might see a fuzzy patch of light that you can connect with a line like this. That is Pleiades. It is an open star cluster. Between Betelgeuse and Rigel are three stars that appear to be in straight line like this. These are the stars that form the Orion's belt. Now let us trace the constellation Orion beginning from Betelgeuse, which mark one of the shoulders of the hunter. From there we can trace the head by drawing a line in the right upward direction like this, then another shoulder by a line in the down right direction like this, then further down to touch the belt, then the front knee, the back knee, up to the belt, and further up to the shoulder. That completes the body of Orion, the hunter. The second constellation we are going to trace is Auriga. Beginning from Capella, we trace a hexagon shape like this. Left, down, further down, then right upward direction, and finally back through a faint star like this. That completes large part of Auriga constellation. The third constellation is Gemini, the twins. Most of the stars forming Gemini are too faint to be seen from light-polluted city sky. If you happen to be in a dark sky though, you will be able to see them. So I'm going to just trace and show how Gemini constellation looks like. From Pollux, we have one of the twins looking like this. And from Castor, we have the other twin looking like this. These constellations, Gemini, Auriga, and Orion, together with the asterism winter triangle, are going to rule the southern sky all winter. That brings us to the end of our brief tour of the night sky in the northern hemisphere for January. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.